7 members of the 28 Brotherhood MC gang, bringing the total arrests since February to 43. Customs Investigations Manager Dominic Adams alleges the syndicate would place unaccompanied baggage on inbound flights for compromised baggage handlers to retrieve.
This technique was deployed across multiple global supply routes, including flights from Kuala Lumpur, Bangkok, Santiago, Honolulu, Los Angeles, San Francisco and New York.
Top-up holiday payments have been made to more than 83,000 current Health NZ workers. Health NZ has paid out 93% of the workforce money owed after holiday pay had been calculated and distributed incorrectly. Payments totalling $10.9 million have been made to Bay of Plenty employees today, bringing the total so far to more than $657 million. Remediation work continues for 3 regions: the Lakes District, Mid-Central and Whanganui. Government agency bosses may soon have to reapply for their job at the end of their term in a contested process. Judith Collins expects her changes to the Public Service Act to pass before the election. It will require agency chief executives to compete with other candidates for the role if they want a shot at staying in a top job. Here's senior political reporter Azaria Howell.
Concerns were previously raised by the Minister about agency bosses being reappointed with a look at other candidates for the role. But Labour worries that change may make chief executives more likely to fashion their leadership and priorities to a certain minister rather than striving for neutrality.
Labour's leader is setting his sights on the next election, hoping to redeem the party from its 2023 result. The party's conference starts in Auckland today. It's aiming to campaign on 3 main focus areas: jobs, health and homes, underpinned by a targeted capital gains tax.
Our team stayed really unified and focused. We've got some exciting new policies we're talking about. We're seeing our public support really starting to grow, and we are really looking forward to next year's election campaign.
A New Zealand Defence Force liaison officer sent to Israel to monitor the Gaza peace plan will stay for another 2 months. The government deployed the officer last month to a US-led coordination centre to report back on the peace process, so the government could make more informed decisions on supporting the plan. Defence Minister Judith Collins says the officer's been doing excellent work in a dynamic environment. The Dominion Road Business Association's accusing its local board of acting as a handbrake on prosperity. The Albert Eden local board voted against the government's proposal to increase Eden Park concerts. Association manager Gary Holmes says the board's decision is staggering economic vandalism.
We've got businesses on Dominion Road, that are fighting to survive the recession, and here we have a local board turning away $250,000 of economic stimulus.
News Talk ZB Sport. Daniel Hillier is leading the Kiwi charge at the Australian PGA Golf Championship. He's sitting in a compact house share of 5th after cutting a sizzling second round, 4 under par 67. Hillier's on 7 under overall, 3 shots behind the current leader, Queenslander Brett Rankin, who's on his back 9 on 10 under the card. Brian Fox has just started his second round in Brisbane. Australian Matildas coach Joe Montemuro is staying tight-lipped on whether star striker Sam Kerr will feature in tonight's first friendly against the Football Ferns at Gosford. Chelsea forwards on a restricted training load, having only returned in September after a serious knee injury that sidelined her for 20 months. Montemuro will continue to monitor Kerr in the lead-up to the New Zealand clash.
We'll just see what it's all about at the moment. It's all going well, everything's all going to plan, and just need to make sure that what's best for her in that sort of scenario.
Football Ferns coach Michael Main says talks about Kerr being kept to a minimum in camp. He believes the side are ready for the striker if she opts to play.
There's a number of players we're probably conscious of. She's one of them. Yeah, very good player. She's obviously still in the sort of phase of really probably getting back to her best, but we've got players that are ready to deal with her and can manage.
Kick-off set for 9:30 tonight. The road to the heights of international basketball begins for the Tall Blacks tonight, facing Australia's Boomers. They're opening the World Cup
trialling fortnightly rubbish pickups in select cities, suburbs around the city. It was places like Tiatatu Peninsula, Panmure, Clendon Park, whatever. About 3 different suburbs were going to be subject to this. They got over 5,000 submissions from these suburbs. 78% of them said they're against the idea. Justine Hayes is the General Manager of Waste Solutions please tell me you're not going to go ahead with this now.
That decision has not been made yet. That is a decision for the Policy Planning and Development Committee in December.
Would you guys do something, even though you have opposition at almost 80%? Would you still go ahead with something?
As I say, that hasn't been decided yet, so elected members will weigh up the consultation feedback alongside other information as part of our advice in December, and then we'll make a decision about
so this actually goes to the councillors sitting around the council table, does it?
Yes, it does, yeah, in December.
But based on your advice?
So our advice is being developed for their decision in December.
Would your advice ever be to do something that 80% of the submissions say they don't want?
We are developing that advice at the moment. I think the important thing to recognise is that we've received a great response from Aucklanders who have expressed the reasons for their concern in a trial, and the key thing to consider is whether we are able to mitigate those concerns through the trial design, and whether the trial design will then help elected members have more information on whether we can succeed with fortnightly in the future.
Okay. Can I suggest that if you're going to recommend doing this, which sounds very much like you are, that you, well, first of all, obviously don't do it, but if you absolutely must do it, that you pay people a little bit more for it? Because $28 is not a lot over the space of 6 months, is it?
Yeah, so thank you for pointing out that is for 6 months. So obviously the equivalent rates remission on an annual basis would be higher than that.
Yeah,
again,
$56. Once again, not a lot.
Yeah, so that is again one of the things that the trial would help us test. So until we move to a position where we understand information, we need to work with assumptions, and our assumptions are at the moment that that's the approximate value of the rates remission, but the trial would help us understand that further.
What is the actual problem that you're trying to fix here?
So we currently send 1.5 million tonnes of waste to landfill each year. That's enough to fill Eden Park each week, and there's lots of evidence from other councils around New Zealand who've already introduced fortnightly collections that it makes a massive difference to the volume of waste to landfill. So that's something that we're seeking to trial through this proposal.
Look, honestly, Justine, you can accuse me of being too cynical, and you wouldn't be the first. But I looked at it and thought, nah, this is you people trying to save money here, because then you only have to roll out your trucks every fortnight instead of every week, and that is more likely the real reason.
No, so it is about achieving our waste minimisation targets for Auckland, and similar initiatives have been introduced by 18 other councils around New Zealand. This has been part of our waste minimisation plan since 2012, so it's been a consistent position for quite a period of time for Auckland.
When you saw the feedback come back so overwhelmingly against it, were you gutted?
I really appreciate the feedback of Aucklanders, and as I say, the nature of the feedback is super important in terms of helping us understand what people's concerns are and how we might be able to address those concerns.
Yeah, were you surprised?
No, I wasn't surprised, because we have consulted on this previously and we do understand the nature of people's concerns. So I suppose in a way the consultation feedback was very consistent with what we've heard previously.
Justine, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Justine Haves, the General Manager of Waste Solutions at Auckland Council. Heather, our floating rate with ANZ still has not dropped. Our floating rate with ANZ still hasn't dropped. That's from Megan. Megan, I think that you might need to go to another bank that maybe has dropped it. Listen, you drive down the motorway, you've got those signs above the motorway that sit on a gantry, but the digital signs, and they can change what it says. In Auckland today on the Northwestern Motorway, the digital sign says, IKEA opening, Thursday, 4 December, plan your journey. Now, okay, look, there is a part of me that understands we are excited about our IKEA. It's our first IKEA, and we are, we're a long way from the rest of the world, so it's not like you can nip over the border to, I don't know, Germany and shop at IKEA if you don't have it. So I realise this is a very exciting thing. And I also understand that it is smart from the transport planners to be like, hey guys, it's going to be mental crazy on Thursday when you're trying to get into the shop all at the same time. But is there not the tiniest part of you that is slightly embarrassed that we are this intense about it? Come on guys, guys, like really? It's turned into like the opening of a Swedish meatball and furniture shop has turned into a legit national event in this country. That is embarrassing, isn't it? Like just a little bit. Quarter past.
Want to double pass to Ed Sheeran this summer? Listen to your favourite station, podcast or playlist for 10 minutes on our new and improved iHeart app to get in the draw.
Trade Depot's packed with Black Friday deals. Shower, vanity and toilet sets, Black Friday deal just $9.99. Oven, range hood and cooktop sets, Black Friday deal just $6.99. Shop online now and save thousands. With minimum spends, you can get free home delivery anywhere in Blenheim. T's and C's apply.
Has it been more than 6 months since either your last COVID-19 vaccine or infection? Make sure your summer plans include more than just booking in time with friends and family. Take steps now to help protect you and your loved ones from COVID these holidays. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about the latest COVID-19 vaccine, especially if you have health conditions or are aged 50 plus. The COVID-19 vaccine is prescription medicine provided free of charge for eligible people. Standard doctor or pharmacy fees may apply. Medicines have risks and benefits. Your healthcare provider can advise if this medicine is right for you. Pfizer New Zealand Limited, Auckland.
The grass is greener at your local Skoda dealership. Right now, enjoy Skoda's